majority of the 30 students in misdemeanors class bought pencils at the school bookstore. Each of these students bought the same number of pencils, and this number was greater than 1. The cost of a pencil in cents was greater than the number of pencils each student bought, and the total cost of all the pencils was $17.71. What was the cost of a pencil in cents? We're going to start by defining some variables. So we're going to set x equal to the number of students that bought pencils. And we know since the majority of the students bought pencils that x has to be greater than 15 because there are 30 people in the class. And we're going to let y equal the number of pencils each student bought. There. And we know that y has to be greater than 1. Next, z is going to be the cost of a pencil in cents. And we know z is greater than y. So it's going to be true that x times y times z is going to be the cost of a pencil in cents. So the way that we write 17.71 in cents is this is just 1771 cents. So we can make the following equation. And so I'm going to try to find the prime factorization of 1771. And so we go through our divisibility rules, and when you get to 7, it should work. And I'm just going to review that. So the divisibility rule for 7 is if you take the last digit of a number, multiply it by 2, and subtract it from the then truncated number, and keep doing this until you're left with a single number. If that number is either 0 or 7, then it's divisible by 7. And so the last digit here is 1. So we do 1 times 2 is 2. So we subtract 2 from 177, we get 175. And now last digit is 5. So we do 5 times 2 is 10. And so we're going to subtract 10 from 17. That's 7. So 1771 is divisible by 7. And it's going to be true that 7 times 253 is 1771. And so now here, do some divisibility rules for 253. And when we get to 11, the way you know something's divisible by 11 is if you take the alternating sum. So 2 minus 5 plus 3. That's equal to 0. If that number is divisible by 11, then the whole number is divisible by 11. So 0 is divisible by 11. So this is 11 times 23. So the prime factorization of 1771 is 7 times 11 times 23. So x, y, or z has to be one of these numbers. And so since x has to be greater than 15, the only one here greater than 15 is 23. So x has to be 23. And since z is greater than y, z has to be 11, and y has to be 7. And we were looking for the cost of a pencil in cents, which is z. So the cost of a pencil in cents is 11 cents. So the answer is choice